state court of appeals heard a case of a man accused of persuading a teenage girl into taking her own life. He's challenging his sentence and claims he was not properly told of his legal rights. Fox 13 News reporter Ben Winslow has more.
We will call the case of State versus Prohibition.
The Utah Court of Appeals is considering Tyrell Prohibition's prison sentence for the death of Chandra Brown.
I am optimistic that this court will sort of set the record straight.
Prohibition was convicted in an unusual case. He was accused of goading the 16-year-old girl into taking her own life and filming it back in 2017. Utah County prosecutors originally charged him with murder. Prohibition's defense lawyers argued he never physically killed Brown, but he admitted to buying a rope. Prohibition pleaded guilty to child abuse homicide and was sentenced to 5 years to life in prison. But Prohibition argues he wasn't properly advised of his right to appeal his sentence, and his original attorneys were ineffective on that. He challenges getting prison instead of probation.
Even if a defendant is told, even at the time of sentencing, that he has a right to appeal, but he has to file it within 30 days, that there's an additional Sixth Amendment obligation to tell him again during the ensuing 30 days.
Depends on the circumstances.
Prohibition's lawyer argues he should have been told more about his appellate rights.
And this is a defendant that if he had been given that explanation would have exercised it or likely would have been interested in it, then it's ineffectiveness.
The defendant was present for sentencing.
The state of Utah insists Prohibition knew of his rights.
For the defendant to now say, I would have raised those claims, but I didn't know about them, that's not the factual universe that we actually have in this case.
The court took the case under advisement, but if Prohibition prevails, the remedy is he gets to appeal to the Court of Appeals, the same court that heard these arguments. At the Matheson Courthouse, Ben Winslow, Fox 13 News, Utah.
If you or someone you know is having a crisis or has thoughts of self-harm, please call 988. That's a 24/7 confidential lifeline for anyone in emotional distress.